Back. Let's see some pattern questions here, and let's say the first pattern that we have to create is something like this. The pattern is something like this: star. Then in the second line we are having the double star. In the third line we are having 3 stars, and in the fourth line we are having 4 stars. And in the fifth line we are having 5 stars. Right? Something like this. We have to create kind of a triangle. Getting this? So if here, if you can say this is my line number 1, line number 2, line number 3, line number 4, line number 5, right? If my these are 5 lines, so in a last line you are having the 5 stars here, and 4 stars here, 3 stars here, 2 stars here. What if you are having the 3 lines? So it will be something like this: star, 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 right? So if it is 4 lines, then it will be star, 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 and in the last line it will be 4 stars, right? So how to create this kind of a pattern? And if you will see here, we have to ask the user like how many lines you required, like 1 2 3 4 lines here, 3 lines here, and 5 lines here. He can say anything here. So how to analyze this pattern? Let's see here. If I will say something like this, for I in range number of lines, right? Number of lines, let's say number of lines here. And if I will see this, I have to print the star. Here. What I have to print? Star. So we know here, when you are having here, suppose let's say here I am having 5, so at the time this I will be 0, right? So if I will do something like this, star into I, means when I is 1, at that time I will multiply this star 1 times, I will get the 1 star. When this I is 2, at the time I will multiply this star with I, that is 2 into star is equal to double star. When this I will become 3 into star will become triple star, right? When this star I is 4, I into star is equal to 4 star, right? So that times I will start here from n, right? I will say 1 comma, since if I am saying 5 here, this 5 will become stopping condition, so here I should say something like this: 5 plus 1, right? So let's do it. I will say here, I'll say here lines, like how many lines you require, and I will take the input from the user. Input, enter the number of lines, 4 5 6 7, whatever the user will say me, and after that I will use the for loop. I will say for I in range. If you know about the for loop, you know when we are using the range function, at the time it is returning the numeric number, and I will start from the 1 here, and I will go till lines plus 1, because if it is saying lines, then I should go lines plus 1. That means my stopping condition become 1 extra. Okay, so here I will say simply like this: print star, this is my star, right? And this star I will multiply with I, right? Now you know here, initially I will be 1, so star into 1 is 1 star. Second time you will come back here, this I will be 2, star into 2 is 2 star. Again you will come back here, this I will become 3 into star will become 3 star, right? So if I will run it now, so I will say here, let's say number of lines is 7, and you are getting the star like this, right? If I was to say now same code, I will not change the code, I will keep the code as it is, and again I will run here. Now I am saying my number of lines is 3. Now you will get this kind of a triangle here. If I will say 5, you will get this kind of a triangle here. Getting this point? Now what if I want the reverse of it? What if I want something like this? If you know the for loop, then you will get it how we are doing. If I get something like this, I am saying star 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 here, then star 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 here, star star here, and star here, right? Something like this kind of a pattern if I want. If you can analyze here, if I am saying here my lines are 5, 1 2 3 4 5, so in a first line I should get the 5 stars, in the second line I should get these many 4 stars, in the third line I should get 3 stars, then here 2, then here 1, right? So here if you see in the above question, we were starting from the 1, so here we should start from the n, correct? So same thing we will do here. I'll copy the same code and I will paste it downwards. Now I will change my for loop. Instead of starting from the 1, I will start from now from the lines, right? not line is plus 1, linus. If it is saying 5, I should get the 5 in here, right? So I should, my stopping condition will be now 0. Getting this point? My stopping condition will be now 0, because when I is 1, at the time I should get 1 star, and when your I is becoming 0, at the time you should stop. And here, since if it is 5, here, next line I want to get 4, then 3, then 2, that means I have to do subtract -1. Step size is -1. If you know about the for loop, you will understand these kind of concepts. Now if I will again run it, and it will give me the output something like this. Now I'm saying 5 here. Okay, you are getting this pattern, right? Again, if I will run here, let me say 10 here. So you are getting this kind of pattern. Getting this point? This is how you will make any kind of a star pattern. Let's do one more question here. The question is saying that you have to get the square of these. Like say, I'll say a star 2, 3, 4. Let's take 5 here. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and here 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and 1, 2, 3 here, right? So in between you should get all the spaces, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, these spaces. These are my spaces here in between. Getting this point? If you can understand here, line number 1 is having the full these stars, and line number last is having the full stars. In between you are having this starting, and at the end these stars here. Getting this point? Got it? So how we'll be doing it? If you can understand here, if this is 5, right? So we'll be printing this, and for this should we do any kind of formula? Let's see one more pattern here, then we can see if we can make any kind of a formula here. I am saying here star, star, star. Let's take the 3 stars, star, 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 star here, right? And that means here I should get 1 at that time. And if I will take the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 here, 1, 2, 3 here, star, star, and the spaces that you will get here is 2. So if you can analyze here, if I am having the 5 here, and in between I am having the 3 spaces, and here if I am having the 3, in between I am having the 1 spaces. If I am the 4 here, in between I am having the 2 spaces, right? So can I say it is line -2, lines -2 in between, because here you are having the 5 stars, but between the here you are having only 3 spaces, Can I say 5 - 2 will be the 3 spaces? Here I am having the 3 stars here, but in between I am having just the 1 space. Can I say it is 3 - 2 here again? This will be the 1 space. You will relate it, just give me a second. Here again just 4 we are having stars in a 1 row, and in between we are having the 2 space. Can I say here 4 - 2? So formula is, we can do it something like this. So let's see how we can do it. Let me comment this as well. Okay, so I will say here Control V, we'll take the lines here, and again I will start it from the 1 and go till last, right? So if you will analyze here, first thing, this line number 1 and line number last is having all the stars. Line number first and line number last is having all the stars. So first we will write for them as well. We'll say if I is equal to 1, यानी कि first line, or I is equal to lines, यानी कि last वाली line, right? So at that time what should I say? I should say print stars we need, and how many stars we need? N stars, यानी कि linus stars, right? So if you can analyze here, if I am having 5 linus, that means in this line I am having 5 stars, and in the last line as well I am having 5 stars. If I am saying my linus is 3, here I am having 3 stars, in the last as well I am having 3. If it is 4, you are having here 4, that means into we have to perform here with linus. I will perform here into with linus. Getting this point? Now this is my first and last line. And what are the else lines? That may be the in between lines. So for in between lines, what we need is, we need the first star, we need first star and last star. We need first star and last star. In between we need spaces. So I will say here star at the first, right? And we will do here concatenation, and in between I need something, let me give that later, and at the end as well I need 1 star here, Getting this? Now to get these spaces, that means it should be valid for this program should be valid for this as well, this program should be valid for this as well. So what I will do here is I will do lines minus 2. Here we found the formula. Lines, if lines are 5, so between we should get 3 space. If lines are 3, between we should get 1 space. If lines is 4, we should get 2 space here. So I will say something like this. I will say star, okay, no space we need here. I will say space here, this is my space, into this space I should multiply with lines minus 2. Getting this point? Lines minus 2. Okay, let's check it if it is valid. And let's say I'm giving here 5. Okay, you are getting the square base, right? Again, if I will run it, and let me give here something like this, I will give 8. Okay, so it is valid. So in between you are getting the stars, you are getting kind of a square here as well. Got it? Right, this is one more pattern you can have here, and in the next video I'll be showing you a couple of more patterns. Right, you can also see 3 here. Let's say I'm saying 3 here, so you are getting here 1 space in between. Again, if I will say 4 here, so here you are getting the spaces, just the 2 spaces. This line and this line is matching, and in between you are getting the 2 stars. Those spaces are coming here, right? So if you don't want to go with the stars, spaces, go with the underscore. So again, if I will run it here, and I'm saying here 4, now you can visualize here we are having the 2 in between, right? So anything you can do here. So I hope you understood both of the questions.